this episode, the second half of Owari no Seraph, episode 10. Oh my god. Guren is my favorite character. If he's dead, I don't know what I'm still this is definitely my favorite personal anime of this year. And but dang, like it looks like he got stabbed in the heart and he's a normal human, so I don't really see how he can, besides, becoming a vampire, but that would, no, like, coming back as a normal human, I honestly think that Guren might be dead, which saddens me, because that's my favorite character. But let me get to the first half. If it was only the second half of the episode, I'd give this a 10 out of 10, but the first half, I started off a little slow to build up the suspense of, Mika versus Guren, and then you finally meeting, stabbing him, and I am glad that it didn't show like Yu and Shinoa carrying the corporal the entire way there. Like, they gave us a little recap of the last episode, like how they were gonna split ways and meet at like this have a meeting spot, and he brings them there, and then he finds out where the rest of his team is, Kimizuki, Yoichi, and the other girl, and he decides to go there instead of meeting up with they were supposed to go directly to Guren, but you know how Yu is with his family, and like I still agree with what he does. Like, after everything he's lost, he's just gonna leave his new family, his team, and Shinoa follows him and tells him, of course I'm gonna follow you, after he says thanks for coming with him, because she says, this is our new family, and then she calls him an idiot, because everyone seems to call him an idiot in the show. And Kimizuki, Yoichi, and I forgot the blonde girl's name. I'm sorry, I really forgot her name. She doesn't, like, for me personally, I don't really have, like, I don't have anything against her for her. I just don't really care about her character that much. And but that's besides the point. They're fighting, and Kimizuki is supposed to be like, he was one of the top students himself, so, and even Shinoa says if something happens, like if Kimizuki and you will be able to live, but me, the blonde girl, and Yoichi would die. So she said that when they fought Crowley, because he wanted more power, like to learn the curses, and so Kimizuki was doing well, and they were all doing well, but they were fighting a lot of vampires, and just when it looks like Kimizuki's about to die, Yu comes in and saves him, and then him and Shinoa get rid of the rest of the people, the rest of the zombies, not people. they get rid of the rest of the zombies, and Kimizuki tells them, you should trust us more, have more faith in us and all that, even though when he was fighting, he was like, so this is what happens when we're without Baka and Shorty, and the one, like, I just didn't really understand why he said that. Like, I understand to a certain extent, but he would have been dead if you hadn't come. Like, he was about to get slashed by the vampire. So, it just doesn't, I don't know why he said it, but, it's with me, like, but, Yu says, I'll come the next time, and the next time, and the week after, forever, I'll always come. I don't care, because, that's how he is, and, it doesn't waver, and that pretty much, I mean, he's been my second favorite character. Now he's probably about to be my first, because now we enter the second half of the amazing half of the episode, the 10 out of 10 half of the episode, with Mika versus Guren. I know, like, one of my friends texted me, like, right when he watched the episode, and then he was like, cause him and his girlfriend watched this anime together, and they were really upset of how Guren lost. But the way I see it is, Mika is technically a noble vampire, or as close to being a noble as possible, because he drank the queen's vampire blood, and when they did that little nobles meeting, like in the early episodes, he was there. So we saw the difference of the regular vampires and the nobles when Crowley was introduced in episode 8. So it's a world of a difference. You could probably beat 10 to 20 regular vampires, but one noble Yu's probably dead in a couple seconds, to be honest, unless he lets the demon take over, which that preview looks sick. Like next, I can't believe we have to wait a week for that. But you know, just saying how, I mean, look how fast Guren is. He's a normal human being. I mean, that was another big gap yet again that he has just covered the ground so quickly. Put the little spell tag on Mika's head, and Mika said the explosion was too slow. Now, I don't know how I feel about that, I guess, because, I mean, since he's a noble, I'm assuming he's as fast, or as close to a noble as can be. He's either a noble or is as close to a noble as you could be. He has to be maybe at least as fast as Crowley. So, I mean, we saw how fast Crowley was. And, but look how fast Guren is. He was a normal human being, or is, because he's not dead yet, I'm just assuming he's going to be dead at the next episode. But, it's just, I don't really see how people can be upset about the fight, because he is a normal human, and he was fighting, technically, a noble vampire. Guren was destroying all the others. Like, he'd be able to destroy all the other regular vampires like he was doing. I mean, we didn't get to see it, but, you know, right before he fights Mika, he was getting rid of some other vampires. So, then we get to the part where, well, no, before that part, him and his two teammates, they team up. And Guren actually almost, with the help of, he's a human though, like with the help of his two teammates, he almost kills Mika, but Freed comes and saves him and says, now you owe me one. And apparently Mika was holding back when, I don't know, like I guess he was, because, you know, Guren was like, oh, you're stronger now. And I like how nonchalant Guren is. Like, I guess, like, he knew, he even says, like, I guess this is it, but he doesn't, like, cry or, like, beg like that. He just takes it like a boss. And, you know, we see Yu and his group running in the background, and Mika stabs Guren, and he's like, oh, another annoying human, and he turns around, and then his eyes, his pupils get all big, and he's like, Yu-chan, and, I mean, oh my god. And then Yu comes with his speed because he took the pill. They all take the pill, and Yu just stabs him because he just thinks he's a vampire. Like, I know they also told me, like, my friends, they were like, how could he not tell? Like, how was he thinks he's dead? Like, what do you mean? How could he not tell? He had his Mika had his back to him, so he was just turning around, and by the time you know, he was mad. He's like, what are you doing to Guren? And he's getting, like, really, really mad. And then he stabs the vampire, who turns out to be Mika. And I mean, what a cliffhanger. I mean, seriously, what a cliffhanger. I've seen a lot of cliffhangers in anime, but that one is, like, probably in one of my top 10, because I really love this anime. I know people... It seems like people either really, really love it, hate it, and then there's some people who just, like, watch it. I'm one of the people who really, really love it. And I'm definitely going to read the manga after 2 weeks, 2 more episodes. And then from what I've heard, like, the anime got split in 2 seasons. Like, we got the first 12 now, and then the next 12 are coming in October to December. Like, from October and ending in December. So... that I mean, this fall, with all the video games that are coming out, and all the new fall anime, and now I already know I have one for the fall, like, it's just awesome, man. Like, I'm loving this anime right now. It's probably in my top 20, I don't know about top 10, but it's definitely in my top 20 all anime right now. And the music too, like, I just love animes that have, like, a really good soundtrack, and this soundtrack, like, every time the music comes on, it's just, it makes the mood even better, and it intensifies it. And for me, I mean, Parasite had good music, Tokyo Ghoul obviously had really beautiful music, but this one, for me, I just really, 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 really like it, and it's almost at, like, that Yu Yu Hakusho level for me. Like, Yu Yu Hakusho to me, like, that's my... like, I'm completely 100% biased. That's my favorite anime of all time, and just the music and everything about that anime. But the music in this anime is just absolutely beautiful, and the opening and ending have really grown on me. And yeah, this episode I'd give it about a 9, 10 out of 10 for the first part, 8. I mean, no, my bad. 10 out of 10 for the second part, 8 out of 10 for the first part. So I'll give it a 9. Can't wait for next week's. Let me know what you guys thought about the episode, and hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, or even more. Have an awesome day. Later, guys.